Okay, this is Julie here for Seconds Out with some breaking news in the world of celebrity YouTube influencer boxing. KSI, within the last hour, has announced the Misfits 2.0 card, headlined now by Jay Swingler and Chadleys. It was meant to be headlined by Hasim Rahman Jr. versus Vitor Belfort, but that's been pulled from the card, and Hasim Rahman Jr. has now actually signed to Happy Punch Promotions, of course, well known, owned by Keemstar and Fuzi. Keemstar, of course, Drama Alert, and Fuzi, Youssef, just coming off the back of a tough loss to Deji. Deji was fighting Mayweather, but that's a story for another day. Good undercard as well. Slim versus Ryan Taylor's the one that I want to start with, because there's history in this fight and there is genuine bad blood between the pair. There was a fight meant to be happening, scheduled for a TikTok show earlier on, headlined by Ed Matthews, Simple Simon, but it got pulled from that card. But I'm sure if you go on YouTube and search for the videos of them two fighting, the fights breaking out on stage between the pair, that's real, that's genuine. And with Slim, you've got someone who's fought on a lot of YouTube boxing cards now, and he's won every single fight. So there's a bit of talent there as well to match what's going to be an exciting build-up. And Swarmz is back in the ring as well against Kristen Hanby. He released a diss track, TKO, a few days ago. It's a good song. Swarmz is obviously a rapper, so that's what he does best. But what he doesn't do best was fighting. But he gets a second chance. Of course, he took the KSI fight on less than 2 weeks' notice, and Kristen Hanby fought Vitali. That fight, there was headbutts and a lot of problems going into it, or coming off the back of it. But Kristen Hanby gets a chance to rewrite what was quite an awkward moment in the history of YouTube boxing, one that people will want to forget. Will Swarmz now have enough time? That was obviously his excuse in the KSI fight, but he's someone with a lot of heart, and credit to him for stepping back in the ring just weeks after August 27th when he lost to KSI in that first of the main events that night. There's also Astrid Wet versus Keeley, which is a big talking point. Astrid Wet meant to be fighting Elle Brook. Of course, she pulled out because she wasn't happy with how the event was run. But Keeley is Simple Simon's daughter, for people who don't know. I'm sure everyone does here. Astrid Wet doesn't get along with Simple Simon for reasons that you can find on the internet. Some sort of relationship was looming or whatever it was. He's obviously like 52 and she's a lot younger, under 23. So Keeley has now stepped into the ring because her father doesn't like Astrid, and there's beef between them. So welcome to the world of influencer boxing. I'm actually excited for this fight as well. I'm looking forward to it. 2 women on the card. There's another fight between 2 females. AJ Bunker, who obviously stepped in for Astrid Wet to fight Elle Brook, and she's fighting Carla Howe. Moving on to Halal Ham versus DTG. Halal Ham was the person who fought Salt Pappy over in Wembley Arena, and there was the racist rap battler towards Salt Pappy before the fight. That was Halal Ham. Salt Pappy's obviously gone on to beat Andy Warski in the first round, so Halal Ham gets a second chance after being beaten by Salt Pappy earlier on this year. Tom Zanetti's fighting. He was meant to fight in Manchester last year. I know he's been wanting to fight for a while. He gets his chance. Sheffield, October 15th. And then Anthony Taylor versus Rak-Su. Anthony Taylor kind of made a name off the back of being a sparring partner for Jake Paul. And overall, I think it's a solid card. Of course, when there's no KSI, there's no King Kenny, and the bigger names aren't going to be on this show. It's not a pay-per-view event. But it is in Sheffield, and it is October the 18th. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how that main event's going to go down. But that Slim versus Ryan Taylor one is the one that I'll keep an eye on. And I'd advise you guys at home to track their social medias over the next month, because it's going to be exciting build-up. We'll have all of the fight week content and interviews from the fighters, press conferences, weigh-ins, etc. on this channel. Seconds Out, you see the badge, you know the name. Thank you for watching.